This is Jessica Jameson, and my comment on this relates again to legal. I think that they are here in an advisory role for a reason. I think that while it is an advisory role, it would behoove us as a board to understand exactly what their concerns are and where they are coming from prior to hastily rushing in, which is what this seems like. As fast as we can get a subcommittee going, we've got to get going, let's move this through. It is my opinion that we should not create this subcommittee until we have a full understanding of what the concerns are. And I don't, because as you said, there was an email at 10 o'clock this morning, which I have not yet read. So it is my opinion that this process, while I'm not concerned about forming a subcommittee. I'm saying that I would like to hear what the legal team has. I think that saying that they have been triggered, we don't know that. I think we have asked them to provide a service, which they are doing. I want to hear what they have to say prior to moving forward, and that is my opinion.
Okay.
I would absolutely agree with Jessica on that matter. This does seem hasty, and being pushed through.
So, Tim, let me ask you a question. How would you,
Yes.
What is your recommendation as we move forward? What would you recommend?
I would recommend that we table this till we hear more of what's coming down from the federal government. We get 4% of the vaccines to children in North Idaho, and we're jumping into this arena with PhD. I would say we pump the brakes a little bit on this.
Okay, so all right, your position is clear. Okay, I understand. Glenn, do you want to weigh in?
Yeah, I can understand the reluctance of members. This is happening pretty quickly here, and I would like to get more information from our legal team, find out what their concerns are before we actually approve this board. So yeah, that's my thoughts as well.
So your recommendation as we move forward is that at the next board meeting, we bring the topic up, but we have legal in attendance to hold our hand. Is that your recommendation?
Yes.
Okay, clearly understood. Jessica, going back to you, what would be your recommendation moving forward? What do you want to see?
My recommendation is that we give legal enough time that someone can be present at a meeting to have a discussion with us. I resent the comment of holding our hand because, again, I think that that is not the intention of the legal team that we have hired, but I think that they can provide a different point of view that is valuable prior to us moving forward with this. So that my recommendation is that we give them enough notice and they are able to have someone there to tell us what their concerns are, and we can determine from that point, do we think these are significant enough concerns that we need to not do this? Do we think these are significant enough concerns that we need more information, or do we think we are satisfied with proceeding?
So would you bury the topic or bring the topic back up?
I think we have to have the topic be discussed in order for them to provide guidance on it. I don't know what the rules are. I don't believe they can give us this. I don't know how the meeting rules go, but I would like to hear what they have to say, whether that be at the next board meeting, whether that be at another board meeting prior to that. I would like to hear what they have to say in entirety rather than, hearing bits and pieces coming through.
Fair enough. So if I understand you correctly, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, you would bring the topic back up at the next board meeting and invite legal to weigh in on it. Is that what you're saying?
I would like to, but I agree with Tim that I think that there's some federal government things that are going to come down on this as well. And so I don't know what my ultimate decision would be, but that would be certainly be my first step, is that I think they need to be involved in just giving us their recommendations before we then further discuss what PhD is going to do from there.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, then I'm going to call for a vote. This is going to be one where we'll want to take a roll call. So all of those in favor, say aye. Dr. Johnson, and I guess Dr. Fletcher. Any other ayes? Hearing none.
Mr. Chairman, Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Can you hear me? This is Glenn. Could you restate first the motion so
Okay,
we?
fair enough. Thank you. Thank you. So the motion is that we constitute a subcommittee to evaluate vaccine informed consent policy. All those in favor, is that clear, Glenn?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Well, since we already have an idea of the yays, roll call vote on the nays, please.
Could you repeat that motion one more time? I want to be clear.
Okay. The motion is that the Panhandle Health Board constitute a subcommittee to investigate and make recommendations on vaccine-informed consent policy for the health district. And bear in mind, this would only impact the health district. We're not talking about informed consent policy for private medicine or anyone else.
Right, the patients of the health district.
For the patients, yeah, for the patients of the health district. Is that clear, Peggy?
Yes.
Okay, all those against, please, please say so.
Nay.
I'm going to vote no also. This is Peggy.
Okay. Jessica?
And
Nay.
Okay, so we have 4 noes, 2 yays. The motion fails.